Welcome Ji. Let's start Java tutorial. Today I am going to discuss about one of the class that are frequently used in our Java programming language known as a string class. Okay. So here we have to discuss about this string, how we can create this string, and what are the some useful methods this class provides. So as you know, strings which are widely used in the Java programming language. And what are the strings? The strings is a sequence of characters. Okay, so string nothing. Let's give this is the A, and this is the B, and now this is the vacuum string. If you write individually A single quote, this is the character. B, this is the character. So if you combine A and B and now specify in double quote, so this is a string. Okay, single quote, single character, and double quote string. So Java in a string a sequence of characters, and in the Java programming language, strings are object. Okay, the strings are object. So as a Java platform provides the string class to create and manipulate strings. Okay, so this is the variety of uses widely uses string class strings in a Java programming language. So they have not to make one unique primitive data type ci one characters, but they have one create a string class, and a string class we have a generally use and if this is a class, then this class provide the useful method for us, and we can take the help of those methods. So first let's we discuss how we can create strings. Okay. If this is a string is a class, then we can create object. So most direct way to create a string in this way. Write a string your data type and your variable name, and here in double quote you assign any string. Just like in single quote, like your character ch equal to single quote your a. Okay, so this is your character and this is your string. So in double quote, whatever you are writing in this symbol, maybe alphabet, any alphabet, this is known as string literal. Okay, and yeah, yes, what did this say? This is a series of characters in your code, and that is the enclosed in double quote. Whatever you are writing in double quote, okay, this is considered as a string. Whenever encounter a string literal in your code, the compiler create a string object with its value, like here. Okay, so this is not a okay. For that, Java compiler automatically create a string object to you. So in this way, you can, let's example, string hello in double quote USIN hello. So this is the way, and if I you can say hello. So this is the hello world was printed. So this is your string class name. This is the reference object name. This is the variable name, and in this you can assign any content, any alphabet that is enclosed in double quote. So this is a frequently way to creating the string object. And generally with the if you want to if you can create a string object by using new keyword, as we are aware that whenever you are creating the object of any class, you can use the new keyword and its constructor. So string class uh, has a 13 constructor, and that allow you to provide the initial value of the string. Okay, so you can also create like a string object one equal to new string, and here you can pass your hello. So this is the way also you can. So first way, you can directly assign your string literal inside your hello reference variable, or you can create a new keyword, your string class, and the respective constructor which constructor you pass. So there are multiple constructor string class provided us. Like here, you have an option like if you have a array of characters. We have array of characters, and you can use the new keyword and provide this here. Like, let's see if I have a might be we have a characters of array ch, and here you can assign a single quote value h comma single quote value e comma single quote value l comma single quote value l comma single quote value oh. So this is a one, and you can also pass, and here you can pass your array object. In this way also you can create your string object. So this is the one way you can create directly. This is the you can pass in double quote way, or you can pass in if you have a array of character, sequence of character, you can pass complete array object as well. So in this case, you can say string class provide multiple constructor for us, and as per our convenience, we can use to create object. So you can first to majorly two way to create. One way you can use here from string literal directly assigned to your string reference variable, or you can use a new keyword and the respective constructor you can invoke to create a string object. So first we have to look string class is immutable, and so that once it is created a string object you cannot change. Okay. So string class has a number of methods, some of which we'll discuss. Okay, that appear to modify the string. Since strings are immutable, what these methods are really do is create and return the new string that contain the result of your operation. Okay, what the meaning is, so string, whenever you are creating a string class, okay, this string class, this object are is the immutable. Anyone cannot change it, this content. Okay, so immutable means give the let's example. Let's here I am creating a string s1 equal to let's double quote my abc. Okay, and now if you try to change uh, So we have a try how to change. This is some method like s1 dot concate. This is one method. They are appending something. Let's we have append uh, update updated. Okay, if you try to here you try to print this, okay, and ag- again you try to print your s, okay. If you run it, now you notice your let's first print here, okay, and you run it. You notice first they printed abc, okay. After you s1 dot concate you appended some value, they are being the abc updated, but after that again you are trying to print the same s, they are referred to only abc, so these are unchanged. So this is once this is initialized, this is the unchanged until you are not re-initialized to it, okay. So this is the way. If you say here, say s1 equal to. Uh, Similarly, there is another method like concate. You can use the append plus. So let's key another. If you say s1 equal to say like abc, and then say this way s1 plus update plus updated. And here what happens if you try to again print this, now it's change. Why? You have reassigned. This is the, now this is your changed. Before this is your not change abc. Why? Let's assume. So whenever you are creating s string s equal to abc, they are creating one reference variable. Your, this is the reference variable that refer to object is s1. This is the abc, okay. abc is the object, that object created in a heap memory. That's here your abc are created, okay, and the references are assigned to abc. Now here say ki s1 dot concate updated. So abc plus abc plus your updated. The new string objects are created and they are just we are printing. So new object is printed. So again you trying to print s1 still refer to your abc. So again s1 print your abc only. And after that you say okay, s1 plus updated. So you say s1 abc, abc plus you say updated. So updated. The new objects are created and this object you say again assigned to s1. So s1 refer to just override and you are assigning to this, okay. So now you are printing last time s, so s refer to this as abc updated. So this abc in memory created, this is the immutable, but whenever you are performing any operation on a string, new object is created, new object is created, okay. This is still your unchanged. So let us if you this assign s, and you have to assign s2 and here you try to let's print s2. So So let us again run it first and then out. So here your reference variable here created. Here you are creating s1 created object in the your heap memory. In heap memory you have created the object abc. So let's this is the abc1 object is created, and that are reference to your s1 variable. Now you again create s2. This is the s2 reference variable created, that again point to abc. So in string literal these are the constant pool, and once abc created the same abc refer. So this is a not new object created, but the same abc is going to refer by s2. Okay. Now you say s1 print your abc, abc print your abc, and you say key s1 plus concate updated. So new abc plus updated, new objects are created, and that are not assigned to anywhere, just displaying. So this method was output is printed. And say again print s1, s1 again still abc, again abc print. If you say, I am going to change your s1 plus updated. So again, with a space here. So again, abc, abc space updated. Updated is new objects are created, that are again assigned to your s1. So s1 now refer to this, and this is the delinked. Now s1 refer to this, and if you print s1, the s1 print their updated value. What you print s2, s2 is still refer to abc, then again print to abc. So once the one string objects are created in heap memory or constant pool, this is unchanged. So you are trying to say string is immutable. The string literals once you assign, that literal is immutable. You cannot change anywhere. If string class provides some operation like append, concate, these are created a new instance of a string and return to you until you are not reassigned. Here S1, again S1 reassigned to the new references, then your S1 change. Okay, so please be ensure that whenever we are going to string, is keep in mind all the string literals are stored in a constant pool memory, and constant pool memory have a one key feature about known as your they are not contain any duplicate data. If already once ABC object created, they are going to reuse. Why? They know this is the constant, anyone can reuse. So due to that, strings literals are reused by any number of references, maybe S1 references, S2 references, S3 references. Reason is that this is immutable. Any other reference cannot change it. So we are sure all are referring the same object. But sometimes you want string manipulation. So whenever you are doing some string concate append, the new strings object are created. The new strings object are created, and if you are assigning, then your existing reference variable change the references. But still your ABC object are the immutable. So this is the meaning of a string class is a immutable. That means whatever object you are creating in using a heap memory, and that string literals are stored in your constant pool. Constant pool, the content objects are immutable. Anyone cannot change this. Okay, you can multiple reference variable can refer this object, and if some string manipulation happen, the new objects are created for each manipulation, and that someone can refer. So so this is the here to modify the string, since the string class is immutable, what these methods are really do is create and return the new string that contain the result of your operation. Any string modification operations have used, they are always create a new string for you, and existing string object are still unchanged. So there, if there are some method, if you want to check the your number of characters in a string, so you can use your length function. This is a very frequently used your length function. So here, let's say I want to use the length of S1. So here length equal to your plus S1 dot, you can say your length. These are the methods help us to identify the your length. So here your length is 11. So this character your ABC plus updated equal to length is equal to 11. So you can sometime need to find out the length. You can use the length method. As I discussed, the string class, string class include the method for concat to string. Okay? So if we have a string 1, you have to concat string 2. This return the new string object is string 1 with string 2 added. Okay? So use concat method with this literal as well as. So concat method, take your string object to string object, take the two string literal 1 and literal 2. You can append, or you this concat plus, or you can use the concat, or instead of concat you can use this plus operator as well as. The plus operator are more commonly concated with the plus operator. So if you are two string object, you can apply your plus operator, like here we have a dot, here plus operator. Okay, so you can use a plus operator or concat. This is the two way you can concate or modified your string, but the result is the new object. So sometime you want to kind of get one individual characters or a set of character from index you want returns. So how will do for that? We have a one method that is a character it, okay, and that take your index. So generally, whatever let's here is the one string, one string. This is the one string. Okay. So this string generally represented in memory as a fixed array of characters. Okay. So array of characters, first character, second characters, and your last character. Okay. This is your last character. So all the character in Java as a array, started from your index 0 positions, and then your last length minus 1 position. So sometime you want to get the characters of R. So character of R is the positions of 5. So you can say string.char at and 5 the index position. So these are a helping method to sometime you want to retrieve one by one character from your string. You can use your char add method. That's here. I want to get this char at d value or n value. So you can say s1 dot char at and fast. Let's give you position at of one. Okay, and so they return one character. These were single character. Okay, so you have character C, um, and you can print. So here a number of your fifth position. This is your 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 P. So this is your fifth position element. So any you want to some specific character, then you can use a character. So be aware. All the strings are internally stored as a characters of array. I know Java array is the object, so they are stored in the heap memory. So all the strings are an object. So sometime you want to extract not a single character. I want to one is particular substring. Okay, from this position to this position. So we have can use the one of very frequently used for this situation is substring. The substring have a overloaded method. You can pass your starting index and end index. If from this I want to from this index to this index, okay, starting index or index, or you can only pass your beginning index. Now this is assume you are going to till last. Okay, so this way similarly like here let's give we have a one string this, okay, and now this strings is finally represented as a characters of sequence of character. So this is starting index from 0 and your last index length minus 1. And now I want to this string class dot substring your starting position or end position. So you can say starting position is 11 and end position is 15. So this is the this is 50 is because before 50, 50 is not included here. So you are getting only R. So this way you can retrieve. This is a big ensure कि 15 is not included here from 11 till 15 instead of 14. So let's we have a string s3 equal to hello world, and I want to only this sequence. Okay, so you say s3 s3 dot substring. You pass your beginning index and last index. So let's say I pass as a 5 to 8. Okay, and they return new string. Okay, s4. Okay, substring, and here you can pass your let's key 3 or 2. I want 7. So s4. Here your string your 0 position, 1 position, 2 position, 3 position. So 3 from 3 to start 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 7, 7 not included. So you are only receiving this. So sometime let's see I want to like s3 dot a substring, and you can only pass your beginning index. I want to pass your 6. From 6 onward all the content will be displayed. So this is your sixth position from 6 to end of the strings. So you can just get this. So depend upon your use case. Let's here I want from only low. So this is the position start from 0, 1, 2. So you say from 2 to 2, 3, 4, 5 till. You say 5. So this way we can use the substring. Okay, substring. If you want to extract substring some, and if you want to only one character, then you can use caret. So char at for one character and substring for your multiple character. So sometime you need to extract some value. So these are the very helping method. So that is the, now we are talking about the string builder. Okay, sometimes we have to build lots larger string than expected, and runtime maybe we are getting some value, then want to make a update. So instead of creating a string object with a plus 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 lots of time, instead of you can use string builder. So string builder look like a string object, except they can be modified. Okay, so string is immutable, but this string builder and one or more class string buffer both are the immutable. Sometimes we want to actually modify the content. Okay, so internally, these objects are treated like a variables length array that contain the sequence of characters. At any point of time, the length and content of the sequence can be changed through method invocation. So string builder are also sequence of character, but they provide option to modify the content. Also, check and change the length. Okay, so dynamic you can say array of length. But in the case of a string, this is the fixed length and the sequence of characters. You can string class doesn't provide any method to change the content. But string, sometime you want to really need to modification, then you are going to use a string builder. String should always be used unless the string builder offer an advantage in terms of a simpler code. Okay. So here, as per our performance, as per our use case, we have to, if you want to content of string, you want to maybe need a modification, then need a string builder. If you don't want our string content can be anyone can modify it, can change, then we can use a string. So here is the example how to create your string builder, your new string builder, and after that they have a method like append, and whatever method you are going to put, and we can add. So let's say here string builder sb equal to new string builder, and here what the value say sb dot append, and here say append like hello, and you can say also sb dot append, you can say ord hold. So in this way you can append, and now if you print this sb, your sb dot string, that is just print this sb. So sometime you have an option, you want a space sb dot print space, and here okay semicolon. So this way you can your first hello, then your space, then your word. So this is the hello word. If you, so here we have options, this provide the modification. If you want to some add and modify dynamically, so you can append, they are updated the original object. So this is the you can say ki whenever you need some string that needs some modifications as well as, so you go with the string builder. And if you don't, our string is immutable, cannot change, anyone can only share and access it, then we have to use string. And one thing we have noted, when Java started initially, they provide the class name as a string buffer, exactly the same as a string builder. So string builder is the later class provided. Initially, Java provided the string buffer class. Both look like the same, but the string buffer class is a thread safe. All the virtue of the having its methods are synchronized. Okay, so string buffer is a class that provide the, you can create a string object with the modification functionality. You can modify. They provide lots of method on to modify here, like append, concate, reverse, each and every function, but all the function are synchronized. Okay. In synchronized means at a time only one method can invoke, only one method can invoke, only one method can invoke, only one method can. So if generally always our code is not run in multi-threaded environment, still our code, our method take a lock of this particular object. So in the Java 5 onward, they come up a concept of a string builder. So whenever you want to string manipulations, you can use the string builder. Okay, sometimes you want a thread safety, then you can a string buffer. But generally, this is the recommended not way to use after Java 5. And so it's like how to create similarly like your create a string buffer sp1 equal to new string buffer, and similarly sp1 dot append hello sp1 dot append. Okay, this way both have a class, a string buffer and a string builder. String builder is now more preference way than a string buffer. A string buffer is your thread safe class, thread safe class. This is your non-thread safe class. Okay, all the methods of string buffer is by default synchronized due to the make a thread safety. So this is the performance impact. So general preference way, you always use the string builder when you want to create a string that need by the modification at runtimes. So one thing here I would like to say, if you have a option, you want to convert from a string buffer to a string. Okay, so you have two options. Let's see, this is the string buffer. You want to convert a string, they might a method like to a string. Okay, as you have a string sp2. Okay, so this way you can convert. So sometimes let's say you are using the string builder and you need a pass to a method that to convert need a string, so you can convert a string builder object to the string object. Just invoke the toString method. Okay. So easily somewhere you need to conversion from a string builder to a string, so you can use. So there is a one uh, example I would like to share here. One more. Let's we have created a string uh, ss equal to new string. Let's we have created hello. Okay, and another we have created a string builder s. This is the one. Let's this is the one. This is a two. he has created a new string builder. You can also pass in a constructor arguments. Okay, both are the same thing. You can pass hello, hello. So let's here string 2, string 3. Let's here pass it string 4. So here what I'm trying to say, let's key you here you are going to say uh, syst out string 1 dot, you see the one method equals and here pass a string 2. Okay, and again you pass like a string 1 to string 3. Okay, and then let's and one thing uh, okay, let's run it, what I'm trying to say. Okay, now let's see if you compare is this first string, you comparing s1 to s2. This is string object to another string object. They have same content. They have same content. They return true. But you are trying to say that this string s1 compared to string builder, they also contain the same content, but they are returning a false. Why? Because this object is the string object, this is your string builder object. Two different objects cannot equals. An equals method is defined by your object class, but this is overridden by string class, but not overridden by your string builder class. So whenever you are trying to equals some string object to string builder, please ensure you have to use your first convert to string, and after that you can compare its, then it's work fine. Okay, then it's work fine. So please ensure whenever you are trying to compare two equals method and the different object, string object and a string builder object, that you are getting false even though both contents are the same. So first you convert your string to string builder to string. This is string. This is now string. Then now after that you can make a equals operator. So please note why this happened, because this string class is provide overridden method of equals inside your string class, but string builder is not provide equals method. Okay, let's see if you click here. If you know this is your string class provide your equals method. Okay, this equals method is defined in the object class. But if you look this string builder, okay, let's this two, if you say if you also say like s3 like and then s1 uh, s3 s3 dot to string dot s1 first run it dot equals this. Okay, so return true to all true. This is the s1. Here is the false. So what I'm trying to say, this S3 class means this is string builder. If you look the method, they have not defined. This is your object class method. So string builder are, but if you look the string class is provided your string class provide your overridden method. So the behavior, why they are passed. So string class provide you equals method. So they can equal to, but string builder class does not override your equals method. From here, equals method is define your object class. Okay, equals methods are defined your object class. The object class have defined methods, so we are able to know why string builder class is the inherited method from equals method, but they have not overridden method equals, so equals are false. Okay, so if you want to first convert your string builder to string class and then use a string class, then it works. So this is the one kind of uh, object. Okay, so please be ensure that whenever we are using the string builder and string buffer, if you want to check equality, first you have to convert your string buffer or string builder to string class. After that, you can use equals method. So let us discuss about autoboxing and unboxing. What is the meaning of that? Okay, so autoboxing is the automatic conversion of Java compiler make between the primitive data types to their corresponding object wrapper class. So what do you mean? So there are sometimes we need your primitive data type like a primitive int to convert your object. So conversion of a primitive data type into your integer class object and are double primitive to double object. So this, if this conversion go known as a boxing and auto boxing. Okay, auto boxing converting from primitive to object. This is auto boxing. Again, from object to primitive unboxing. The two concept converting your primitive data to the your wrapper object is known as a auto boxing, and deconverting from object to again primitive known as a unboxing. Okay, so so generally Java provide all the primitive class look like some object classes as well as. So here you talk about your this is the if you primitive data type booleans, the corresponding object is a boolean class. Similarly, if your byte is a primitive data type, corresponding your object data type is a byte. Character, float, integer, long, short, double. So these are the primitive data type. Sometime you want to convert from primitive data type to the particular object. This is known as your autoboxing. And if you convert from long to primitive, this is the unboxing. So these all the classes known as a wrapper classes. Also, wrapper classes look like a string is also wrapper classes. Look like this is your all other immutables classes. Okay. So sometime our need we have not passed the primitive int, but I want to pass your integer object. So you have to do manually or compiler automatic do. When compiler automatic do, known as autoboxing. You can manually do as well as. Let us example here. Okay, so let's we have a like a list of integer. So this class contains say you add me only the integer object, but you can also add your direct primitive and auto conversion happen. You can manually first convert your primitive number to the object and then okay. So here auto boxing happen. Let's here we have let's give we have a int we have a primitive integer. Enter p equal to let's we have 100. Here I want to integer object obj p. So we can assign p or not. So here p. So here 100. So what I'm trying to say, this is the P is a primitive data types you can assign in your object. This is automatic assign happen known as your autoboxing. You can say, or if you interested, you can also say this way, not this way, integer. You can say obj p1 equal to integer dot value of, that's a p. In this way also you can say. So here you say this is the auto boxing, automatic your primitive data type converted to the string object. Here you are, if you need manually, you can manually create your first primitive to object convert and then pass to your object. Sorry, excuse me. So this is known as a auto boxing. Sometime you have a, let's give, now we have a object of this. So here let's see, we have integer p q. Here you can object your automatic object as well as. And if you print this q, and it should also run. Why? Here your object, this is your object class object, and you are trying to convert in your primitive. Okay, so this is your unboxing. You are converting your wrapper class object to the primitive. Okay, primitive to wrapper class. If you are a primitive, you are assigning to a object wrapper class. This is autobox. And if you want, you are do manually as well as, maybe you can say q equal to, here we have a object. The object provide a function like your int value, and then you can say you run. So you have the option, you can manually convert first your object to the primitive and then assign, or let compiler do it. Just assign object to a primitive. In this case, this is unboxing happen. Similarly, if you have a primitive, you want to assign primitive p to your object or wrapper classes. This is known as autoboxing. So sometimes from Java, before Java 4, it's not feasible you autoboxing and unboxing. But Java 5 onward, you have an option. You can automatically convert all the wrapper class to the primitive or primitive to the wrapper classes. So you have to, these kind of rules only apply for your all the wrapper classes, all the primitive can assign to your wrapper class. This is autoboxing. And all your wrapper classes object can assign to a primitive. This is the unboxing. Unboxing your autoboxing. So, so this is happen only for your wrapper classes with the primitive to wrapper classes. So here converting a primitive value int, for example, to the object of corresponding wrapper classes integer is a called here autoboxing. Okay, so Java compiler apply autoboxing when the primitive values. So if you pass as a parameter to the method that expect the object corresponding wrapper classes, they automatically do. You can assigning to variable that corresponding automatic wrapper classes. So here two places. Here we are assigning, this is auto boxing helper. Let's say this is the method, like here this is the method. static void print, and that take a integer object. Okay, so here you can say sysout and obj, or we have a print method, uh, print obj, print primitive primitive they take the primitive integer maybe n. So sometime let's give this primitive object. So here you can generally pass integer, or you can simply pass 200 primitive number. So so integer a equal to 90, and you can pass a here. So in the calling of object you can pass a primitive. This is also auto boxing happen. And similarly, if we have some if you want to invoke this primitive, here you can pass like integer obj equal to new integer, let's 99. Okay, so here either you can pass obj. So here what I'm trying to say, this function expect you are passing integer object, but what are you are passing? You are passing a primitive number. So this is the auto boxing happen. Here you are passing here this primitive function take, you are passing your primitive number, but you are passing a complete your is object. So here unboxing happen. So while assigning at times also auto boxing happen, or method invocations at that time also auto boxing, here unboxing happen. So one thing you notice here is a deprecated method. So general preference way whenever creating an object, you always create a integer dot value of. So this is the safest, best to create your object in a string. They provide some utility method, wrapper classes, factory method to create your object. So you don't worry in the case of wrapper classes, somewhere your method need your some wrapper object, so you can pass your primitive as well. As this is your auto boxing. Sometimes your method take some primitive value, so here you can pass your object wrapper object as well. As in both cases, compiler automatically do your boxing and unboxing. This feature is come from Java 5 onward. So okay. So today I'm going to just wind up this session. Hope you are now able to understood if you want to create a string. So you have a creating the string the two way. You can directly assign using the string literals. Okay. So you can just create your string your object using using double quote and double quote paste your, or you can create a string object equal to new keyword your string constructor pass your value. And so this is your string, string is immutable, so the content of a string is still literal cannot change. And if you want to some kind of modification at run times, so instead of a string you can use your string builder or a string buffer, but the string builder is more preferable way instead of your string buffer. And if you convert from string builder to string, we have a toString method. You can also convert from string to builder as well, which has a string builder constructor. And last we have a study about the auto boxing and unboxing. converting your primitive value to the wrapper object or converting your wrapper object to the primitive value. This is the unboxing. So thank you. So here again, I would like to thank you for watching this video.